ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's senior night. We would like to announce the Canton seniors. Could you
Hello,
please
everybody.
come
Cable 8
forward?
Sports presents Foxborough High School
Canton
girls
seniors
basketball.
are
Tonight, the
just
Warriors can clinch the
right.
Hockomock League's Davenport Division title with a victory over the visiting Canton Bulldogs. But first and foremost, it is senior night here at Foxborough High School, and they will be celebrating the four members of the senior class that will be graduating from this incredible team. I'm Mark Farinella. Kate Hill is alongside, and we will listen to the ceremonies as they go along. And unfortunately, we'll contribute a few comments here and there as the Warriors will be introduced, as then they will be talking to the parents.
Mackenzie Burton, accompanied by her mother Estelle,
And here we
dad
go.
Jeff, sister
Starting
Camilla,
off
and
is
brother
Mackenzie
Logan.
Burton, senior.
Mackenzie is a 2-year varsity
Her
player
parents are
and
Jeff
also
and
president
Estelle,
of the National
and
Honor
joined
Society.
by her
She plans
younger
to
brother
study
and
business marketing
sister
at a
Camilla,
college yet
who's
to be
a
determined.
sophomore.
Yep, and played a lot on the JV team tonight. Mackenzie, last year she did get her career high of 2 points. The poor kid. She had knee surgery. She's had issues with the knee, but she had 8 career points and lent an awful lot of support and camaraderie to the team.
Is accompanied by her parents,
Izzy
John
Chamberlain,
and Gail.
number 3.
Izzy is
senior
a two-sport
forward.
athlete.
She's
and
joined
has been on the varsity
by
basketball
her
team for
mom and
3
dad,
years.
John and
She's
Gail.
also a member of the National Honor Society.
This year, she's averaging 2 points a game. She is a ferocious rebounder. She got a career high of 10 points, matching what she got a couple years ago at Stoughton. This one was against North Attleboro. She has 103 career points, and she is invaluable to this team.
She is going to study chemistry, but undecided on the college.
Cam Collins, ladies and gentlemen, this young woman is something else. Going to Rider University next year.
She's joined by her parents, Jeremy, Val, her sister, Jordan, and brothers Remy and Lennox.
21.9 point per game average. Her career high of 45 came in the win at Stoughton earlier this year. She has been in double figures for 43 straight games.
And she's going to Rider Division I basketball. Unsure what she's going to study.
And Aaron Foley, number 13, headed for Stonehill to play Division I soccer. She is the defensive genius of this team.
She's joined by her parents, Jen and Paul, and sister Megan.
Aaron averaging 5.4 points a game this year. She got her season high of 12 in a win against Sharon and against North Attleboro in that game, and she has just under 500 career points for her career.
3 to go.
And there you are, folks, your seniors, and they have been great seniors to have on this team. And this also reminds you, still a lot of these kids are coming back next year. But first, there's some unfinished business for this season. And tonight, they play the Canton Bulldogs, as I mentioned. The Warriors entered the game with a 16-1 record, 14-0 in the Davenport Division with a 2-game lead over second place Oliver Ames with just 2 games left. There's no better time than the present, Kate, to get this job done before the league season ends Friday at the Willie Nixon Gymnasium against the Oliver Ames Tigers, and who have to say that they're their biggest threat, at least through this regular season, to have a blemish on the Hockomock League schedule, which I don't think is going to happen myself.
I think we're going to see a different kind of game. I think Oliver Ames gave us a tough game when they were in our house, and it's a little bit different when we go to their house.
Just remember, Mansfield beat them over there.
Yes.
Mansfield having a great season this year, too. The top 3 teams in the Davenport are really impressive this year. Of course, Foxborough, a lot of people believe, is otherworldly, and I can't say I disagree with them.
For Canton High School, number 5.
Here's the starting lineup for the Canton Bulldogs. We'll start with number 5, Alyssa Wong. Number 11, Fatima Sidibe. She is their top scorer. Tess Giglio. I hope I got that right. Number 12, Ava McCool, number 13. And Mercia Kolakithis, number 14.
Number 11, Fatima Sidibe.
And they are the starting lineups for the Canton Bulldogs. They are coming into this game
and number 13,
at 7-11. They are 5-9 in the Davenport division.
Is coached by Jimmy.
Been some bright moments. Kolakithis had a career-high 31 points in a win over Stoughton last Monday. Poor Stoughton, they seem to get the short end of everything, and I will be mentioning that a little bit later because I did some research into point totals,
Number
and I'll get
11,
into that shortly. But first, the starting lineups for the
Sullivan.
Foxborough Warriors. Izzy Chamberlain at forward.
Number 13, Captain Aaron Foley.
Kaylee Sullivan,
Number
11,
34,
great
Eddie
shooting guard. Aaron Foley, number
Ruder.
13, terrific defender.
And
One of
number
the hardest
2,
workers
Captain
on this team too. Addie Ruder, good to see her back in the lineup. This is, I think, her 5th game back. She has started for, I think, one other game before this. And of course, Cam Collins, who's been the heart and soul of this team. And so now, to honor America, here's the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, that was Erin O'Malley. She's excellent.
Fine job on the anthem tonight. I don't think Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce are in attendance tonight, but it's nice that we have some people here tonight, and we have good basketball for you folks. The coaches of the teams, of course, for the Foxborough Warriors, it's Lisa Downs in her 13th year, 222 wins, 65 losses, 774 winning percentage. Jim Choquette is the head coach at Canton. This is his 12th year. He is 87 and 131, trying to improve on that. And right now, the Bulldogs come in here having scored an average of 42.3 points a game, and they've allowed 53.6, whereas you can reverse that for the Warriors. Warriors have scored 1,179 points so far this season, 69.4 average, and they've allowed only an average of 41.4. That is good basketball. So we're about ready to start here. Sida Bay will jump against Cam Collins. Kate's good to be back with you again.
Yes, as always.
Canton wins the tap to begin with. Pass inside to Kolakithis, but stolen away by guess who?
Erin Foley.
She just does that all the time. Takes the first three-pointer of the game off the back rim, rebounded by Canton. That rebound comes down to Giglio. Out top is Alyssa Wong taking it around, gives it off back to Giglio. Inside, they try to get it to Sida Bay, and Sida Bay is fouled on the way in. And that foul will be on Cam Collins to start, so that's not a good sign. Hopefully not the one of only one of the game. Sida Bay puts the shot up, and it's good, the first one. She I don't have their averages, unfortunately, but she's hit high doubles a couple of times here. 20 against Stoughton. Boy, they always do it against Stoughton. 18 against Stoughton. And she gets them both here. Yeah, I did some research, Kate, into since they scored 96 points against Stoughton the other night. Another three-point attempt by Foley. This one bounces in and out. Rebound goes to Giglio. And out top is Sidibe looking to get to a teammate, which he does, to get to Kolakithis. To Wong. The outside shot by Sidibe. She gets the 3. 5-0 Canton. Hello. All right, Foley with the ball up in the forecourt. Izzy Chamberlain with about a 12-footer. And how you like that? Nice to see Izzy scoring. And Foxborough steals it. Here comes Cam Collins. Collins will drive the lane. She'll put it up, misses the layup, rebounded by Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets it back out to Collins. Quick pass over to Reuter for the high one. She misses the basket, and that one will come down to Sidibe. Sounds like it looks like the Warriors have to get a few of the kinks out early. That seems to be the case, though. Sidibe drives to the basket. She has all 7 of Canton's points. And we're 2 minutes into the ball game. Sullivan will throw up a 3. That one's off the back rim. Rebound up in the air, comes down to Chamberlain. Izzy is again fierce on those rebounds. The shot by Sullivan, no good. Rebounded, stolen away. The fall away by Sullivan, no good. Rebounded underneath to Reuter. Reuter gets it. That's what's going to be different about these Warriors coming down the stretch, is that cleanup basket's going to take place. Sidibe tries to go deep. Ends up on her backside. Didn't see anybody hit her, though. But
she's looking for the foul on the three-point line.
So, Collins misses, and Reuter ties up. And we'll have a, well, it wouldn't be a jump ball, thank goodness, because the young lady who tied her up was about 2 feet shorter. But it will be Foxborough ball in the alternating possession, and Sullivan will have it, gives it out to Collins. Sullivan looks about the 3, comes into the lane, looks, stops. Over to Chamberlain for about 18 feet. That one bounces in and out. Rebounded by Foley. I think that one was blocked. But it's another tie-up. This time it'll go to Canton.
Great rebounding and eyes on Erin Foley trying to get that offensive board there.
5:15 left here in the opening quarter. Canton up by 3. In the ball game is Madison McCabe for Canton. And she will inbound it. Bulldogs getting double teamed in by the Foxborough press, and that should have been a walk right there by Wong, but they didn't call it. And then they'll call the double dribble, though, to make up for it over here on Giglio.
And at halftime, we are going to have the A team from the 6th grade Metro travel team play at halftime, so it'll be good.
All right, Collins over on the left elbow, gives it to Reuter at the foul line, turns and shoots, no good. Again, another rebound by Izzy. Puts it, gives it off to Reuter. Reuter converts. Hard work by Izzy made that possible. Izzy Chamberlain. I've been a big fan of hers ever since their sophomore year, to be honest. You know, Canton likes to walk before they put the ball down. It's not being called yet. That shot misses. Reuter with the rebound. Quick outlet pass, and
Perfect.
Foley will get the basket on the pass from Collins, and we have a timeout called.
Canton hanging with the Warriors right now. Impressive. Foxborough just getting out on their break. They are so quick, and that is something that they do so well. I
think we saw in these last 2 possessions a little dose of shock and awe, though. As you can see, Foxborough's come back quickly. They have the 8-7 lead here with 4:28 left. Let's take a look at the fundamentals that make Addie Reuter what she is. Always keeps that ball high. Now here on the fast break, and Erin not to be denied on this one.
Very good.
I'm also a big fan of Erin Foley's. I've been a big fan of hers for a long time. I love the dogged attention to detail she has in defense. Watch her eyes when there's an inbounds pass that she's covering. Not just her body movements, but just watch her eyes. She has got everything in focus and figuring out what's going to happen before the player who's trying to inbound the ball even knows what she's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes this a good team and why I'm looking forward to the tournament. Hopefully I'll get to some games. I'm going to try. I know I will. I think the official shortage might help me this year. And there's a steal right there by Sullivan. She'll put it up and in. Like I said, shock and awe. That press is just too much for some teams to handle. Foxborough really giving Canton fits right now. They're going to give this one to Canton, but Kelly Sullivan says, don't worry about it. We'll get it on the next throw-in. This time they do get, and again, look at that. Foley steals the ball, pops it up in the air, controls it, quick pass, and they're going to call a travel on Sullivan as she goes in. Saw a lot of that in the JV game tonight. A lot of the before, these first step travel calls, which I think these kids all get if they played in college. High schools sometimes, I don't know. I wish it'd be a little bit more consistent. All right, Canton has the ball in the full forecourt. Sidibe tripped up, no call. Collins comes away with the ball. She's got one player to beat. She does, puts it in. Cam Collins with her first basket, and now every member of the starting lineup has a basket, at least one. Sidibe caught out top by double teaming. Steal by Chamberlain. Chamberlain will go to the basket and scores. The Foxborough defense in full effect. You look at the numbers lately. They scored 96 in the game. Why do they do it? Because they play this kind of defense. That's why. Colathesis, I'll get that out properly in a second. She misses the three-point attempt. Chamberlain with another rebound. She is just fierce there. Quick pass underneath from Collins to Reuter. Reuter gets tied up, but she will be fouled. And the foul is by Sidibe. That's her first, and I believe that's the first on Canton. Yes, it is. Cam Collins has one for Foxborough. Not in a shooting situation, so Foxborough will inbound to the right of the basket as they're looking at the court. Quick inbound to Reuter, off the glass and in. Reuter now has 6 points. These guys are great. They really are good. I'm glad I get a chance to see them every now and then. I did the game, and you were there, the game against Mansfield the other night, which Mansfield actually gave them a test. But not too many teams do. And the turnaround by Wong, and that breaks the run for Foxborough, and a quick timeout called by Jim Choquette on the sideline to say, okay, we actually can get a basket in this game now. It is 16-9. Foxborough in the lead, 2:40 left in the first quarter. Let's see what Cam Collins does for a living. She's
just so explosive.
Look at that great step right by her, and the player committed, and she didn't know what to do. And another great steal here. Izzy Chamberlain takes it away, goes to the basket. I like to see Izzy getting more involved offensively. I think that's the wild card. One of the wild cards for the playoffs is that if you get points from a source that isn't normally expected, I think that's going to make a big difference, especially in the way that a lot of these teams have never seen Foxborough, that they're going to be playing in the tournament. Right now, as it looks, it's still going to be a situation where if they do what they're supposed to do or what they feel they can do, they probably end up facing St. Mary's of Lynn in the state semifinal.
Right.
I would love to see them not have to play them until a final, and look at that quick pass. Addie always keeps the ball high.
And Fatima Sidibe lost defensive position on her, so otherwise the previous play she was really denying her any shot.
Aaron Foley brings the ball up, gives it off to Izzy at the foul line. Izzy turns, looks inside to Reuter. Pass not quite there. Reuter has it knocked away. Ava McCool had it. Get it for a second, gets it back, tries to get it inside. Slapped away, will go out of bounds, and it will be Canton ball. 2:16 left here in the fast-moving first quarter. The inbounds pass goes to Sidibe. Over to McCool. McCool had a big night recently. Into Sidibe. She is blocked by Reuter, and Reuter takes the ball away. And here come the Warriors. Foley will bring it up. Gives it off to Sullivan. Her left elbow three is good. Sullivan with 5 points. 19-9. Of course, you see that on your screen, but I like reading it anyway. Another steal by Foley. Foley controls it. One player to beat. And she bumps her off the play and goes in and scores.
Great job with contact.
Megan Beattie was the player that couldn't stop her.
But she got back nicely.
She did get back quickly enough, but Foley's experience and confidence is going to probably make the big difference in a play like that. All right, Wong, covered by Collins, has to get the ball up, gives it off to Beattie. A little bit of a palming, carrying the ball on Madison McCabe as she tried to get out of a little bit of traffic at the top of the key. So the ball goes over to Foxborough. Addie Reuter will come out, and Ava Hill comes in. What a role Ava played over the first 3 quarters of this season, really, having to pick up a lot of the duties of what Addie Reuter could do, and did it as well as she could, believe me. We have a foul here, and a foul is on number 13, I believe it is.
On McCool.
On McCool. That's their second on the team.
And Ava McCool has a tough job of, guarding Kaylee Sullivan. Just scored 1,000 points. I mean, averaging 20-something points a game. I mean, on the perimeter, you can't leave her open. She's going to drive with the floaters or the jump shots. So, she's got a tough job here.
Sullivan came into the game tonight with a nice symmetrical number, 1,111 career points. And she's already well beyond that. Gets that one. And another one, a steal and another basket for Sullivan. And now she's got 9 points in the quarter, and the ball comes over towards us. It'll be Foxborough ball.
And Fatima Sidibe, who is a senior, she's getting a little frustrated. She needs to calm her troops down, to kind of try to stay in this game as much as possible.
Well, if they want to think about how they might come back, as Foley gets the ball over to Ava in the corner for the 3, and Ava's been hot with those lately. Get her in the ball game and she'll hit them. But if they want to think about, they're looking at the scoreboard right now. It looks bad, but remember, Foxborough led Mansfield 22-3 after the first quarter, and that game ended up being 9 points, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
Right. I think they cut the lead to at least 6.
And underneath, Collins with another basket off of another steal. And that's the buzzer for the first quarter, and what a quarter it was. 30 points for the Foxborough Warriors, 9 for the Canton Bulldogs. Kate, I'll tell you, this is pretty impressive. Talk me through this replay.
So we got Ava, over Fatima Sidibe, who's supposed to get that ball, and she turns around, finds Kaylee, finds Cam, where Cam's supposed to be, always running the break, always looking up. Just fabulous teamwork. Lots of defense and offense in this quarter. So
14 baskets by the Warriors in that first quarter, including a pair of threes, one by Ava Hill and one by Kaylee Sullivan. And let's see how Ava, in the right corner, gets the quick pass over from Foley. Great form, perfect. As I was saying, Ava, had to do a lot of work, and then all of a sudden, as Addie comes back, she probably knew, I would imagine, the whole season that this would happen. But she plays a very valuable role. And, I'm sure that when we get to next year, she's going to be a starter right off the bat, because they're going to need her in the front court. And all the experience she got in that role this year is going to pay a great benefit. But right now, I remember her last year in the tournament, being a deadly shooter and getting those great moments at times when Reuter was out of the ball game. And the Warriors have that back now. I think this makes this team all that much better.
Yeah, certainly is helpful.
All right, the Warriors have the ball to start the second quarter.
And Chamberlain from 3. Oh, yeah, that was a 2.
That was a 2. I was
Looks
about
kind of deep.
I was about ready to. If I had false teeth, they would have popped out of my mouth if she had hit a 3 on that one. I'll tell you. Izzy Chamberlain showing offensive skills again. I like that. Her career high is a 10. She hit it twice. Once against Stoughton as a sophomore, and then earlier this year she got 10 in a game as well. The outside shot by Kolakithis is no good, and the ball will go out of bounds. It will remain Canton possession.
And freshman Alasia Drummonds in for Erin Foley.
Alasia Drummonds has been a great addition to this team. Very impressed by the poise that she has for someone so young. All right, Sidibe has the ball, and the inbound slapped away by Ava Hill. It'll be Canton ball. Perfect block. And we'll look at it right now. She got maybe gotten a little bit behind her,
yeah.
but you know what? She slapped it away. There was no contact. Great job. You stop it, you stop it. All right, another steal. Kaylee Sullivan comes up the court, gives it off to Collins. Collins misses it. So, rebound by Chamberlain. Back out to Hill. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan will take the drive. Gives it off to Collins. Collins will stop and jump and go.
I love that jump stop. I mean, I don't even know if it's called that.
That has been her trademark shot for many years now. Sidibe, it was deflected a little bit by Ava Hill again and goes out of bounds off Foxborough. It'll be Canton ball. Nothing is easy for these Bulldogs right now. Steal by Drummonds.
Great hustle
on the floor, but she gets it off to Hill. And here come the Warriors. Great hustle. Great presence of mind. Sullivan with the lay-in, no good. Rebound by Canton. Here they come out. McCool will go right to the basket, and it's knocked away. And Drummonds comes up with it. Outlet pass to Sullivan, and a basket. Wow.
Just playing hustle, heads-up defense, giving up your body, looking up the floor.
11 points for Sullivan. And again, this is unselfish basketball. You get the ball, and you're immediately looking for the player with the better shot. This is going to be a fun team to watch over the next few weeks. I can't wait to see their matchup with Bridgewater-Raynham in the Comcast tournament. Collins almost gets that ball away. Also another almost steal, but and finally the steal is completed by Chamberlain. Gives it off, and another pass. Chamberlain to Collins to Sullivan for two. Folks, here in Foxborough, you guys ought to come out to watch these kids play because this is a championship caliber basketball team and has been for a long time. And I think it's about time they get championship caliber crowds too.
So we have Adriana Perazo and Kylie Sampson checking in for Sullivan and Chamberlain, giving them a little break.
These kids are very valuable additions when they get in the ball game. And you have a 5-second violation here on the end line. McCool couldn't get it in. And that was Perazo denying her. So good job by her. Ava Hill will inbound it. 5:37 left, 38-9. Foxborough in the lead here in the second quarter. Coming into the ball game for Canton is number 31, Lila Tortorella. Perazo has it right side into the lane to Collins for two and another. And one, as they say. Let's watch Collins make the penetration here. No, there was some contact. There's no question about it. Just I thought there was more on Collins in the way. But you know what? You can't stop her. And you're even if you're in the vicinity, you're just you're going to make contact with her body somehow, and it's just not going to stop her from getting the basket. So here's Cam Collins at the foul line. Foxborough already with 40 points in the game, now 41.
She is the type of player that just keeps getting better, and she will keep getting better.
They're getting a good one there in New Jersey.
Yes.
I do not have a number 30 on this roster for Canton. But she was in the ball game briefly somewhere, over on the side there. Do they have one over there?
I believe she was playing in the JV game. You probably remember seeing her play, but I don't have a name either, so we apologize.
Well, we can probably find out at halftime.
Yes.
Probably it's not going to make a lot of a difference, so I'm sorry to say. I apologize to you folks from Canton who may be viewing this game, but it's 41-9 right now. And when we get a break, I will talk a little bit about the numbers that I came up with from past Warrior teams, which is why I believe their 96-point performance against Stoughton in their previous game was an all-time record for the Foxborough program. Drummonds with the runner goes in and out. Rebound comes out to Sidibe. Sidibe got two Warriors on her immediately. The ball slapped away by Perazo. The pass to Drummonds underneath from Collins. She's fouled on the way in.
Great ball movement, looking for the open man again. Unselfish and nice strong drive by Alicia Drummonds.
And I believe that foul is on number 13, McCool. That will be her third.
Foxborough still with 0 fouls, just playing
Oh, they
really
had
great defense.
one. Cam Collins early on had the first one in the game.
I think I'm relying on the scoreboard, even though I recorded that myself too.
Well, just remember they do clean it out at the end of the quarter. So yes, they did not
that's
yet.
right.
They didn't have one in the second quarter yet. So you're correct on that.
You can tell how much I like that rule.
I actually don't mind it myself. First shot missed by Drummonds. She's got another. Puts that one up, and that one goes. 42-9. Foxborough up with about 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Kolakithis gives it off to Sidibe for the 3. Sidibe gets backed into by Reuter, and Reuter will draw the foul on that, and that could be a 3-shot foul, I think.
I believe it is.
It
3 shots.
It is. So Reuter gets her first foul, second on Foxborough for the game, first in the quarter. And Fatima Sidibe will get 3 chances to get the first points for Canton in this quarter, and she misses the first. That scoreboard has been stuck on 9 for them for a long time. Second shot does not go. Guys, 3-shot foul.
Hey, heads up to try to get the rebound.
Sampson wanted to get going. She wanted to get that fast break going, and I can't say I blame her. All right, Sidibe looking to salvage 1 out of this 3-shot situation. Bends and shoots. That one it rolled out. Rebounded by Sampson. Gets it up ahead to Foley. Foley tries to get the Drummonds. Just a little bit out of her reach, goes out of bounds. It'll be Canton ball.
Good thoughts, good thoughts.
And there's that number 30, whom we do not know. Gives it off to Tortorella. The long outside shot, no good by Kolakithis. Foxborough has the ball. Drummonds in the corner. Skip pass over to Perazzo for the 3, no good. Rebounded by Canton. Tortorella passes into Sidibe, comes back out. Tortorella gets it again. Tries to get inside, does not be able to get. It's knocked away by Sullivan to Drummonds and up to Perazzo, and it falls off the rim. But again, great passing. Get the ball down the court before anybody catches up. Canton had a trailer who was able to get the rebound. 3:16 left here, and another steal. Drummonds has the ball. She will go to the basket. She's fouled by that number 30 that I don't know.
Great patience, waiting to draw that contact and go on the line.
Let's see Drummonds get the steal and then go off to the races. There she does. The kid kept up with her pretty well, but she did try to go for the ball too. I'll give her that. But Drummonds goes back to the line. She was 1 for 2 the first time she went there. Dips and shoots. Got a nice backward spin on that ball, though. Interesting. I don't think I could put that spin on that ball. But then again,
I didn't catch that. Let me get a better look
here. If you
here.
take a look at it, it has a kind of a counter rotation than what you would expect. It's almost like a spin. Dips and shoots. That one looked a little bit more traditional to me. Anyway, it's 44-9. 3:11 left here in the first half. Foxborough playing man, I believe. That one's going to skip away and out of bounds as it's chased after by Mercia Kolakithis. And Foxborough has the ball. Sullivan looks over to the Foxborough bench. Looks like Bryn Allen's going to come into the game in a second. The drive to the basket, no by Sullivan. The rebound by Reuter, up, no good. Rebound fought for Sullivan, comes down with it. Another pass into the paint to Sampson, and she's fouled. Fouls on number 30 again. 2 on her. In comes Bryn Allen. promising young freshman. She is a freshman, right? Yes, she is.
Yep, and a 3-sport athlete, field hockey, basketball, and softball.
Inbound pass to Foley from Allen, and Foley scores. Now she has 6 points.
And she's eclipsed her 500-point mark there.
That's right.
Very good.
That's right. She has over 500. I mean, 500 points now, and that's not a easy thing to do, really. It may not be 1,000, but it's still tough. So you got to be in there a long time and play a lot of minutes. Pass to Sullivan. She was going out of bounds. She flipped it back. Wong has it for Canton. Stutter step, stops, looks. Covered
nice defense
very well.
by Perazo,
and
disrupting her.
Yeah, and she fires it out of bounds as a result.
So good forced turnover by Adriana Perazo.
Into the game is Madison McCabe and Megan Beatty for Canton. You know, their last game was a 25-point loss to Oliver Ames, which is not unexpected. But the really unexpected part of the season so far, I think, was Mansfield beating Oliver Ames at Oliver Ames. That's Foxborough's last league game. Reuter inside the paint. Hesitates a little bit, turns around, throws up that jumper, and it's good. 8 points for Addie Reuter. Still a little bit of rust, has to get knocked off her a little bit, but less and less with each game. Beatty has it out top, covered very well by Sullivan, gets it over in the corner to Tess Giglio rather. Stolen away by Perazo. Perazo stops at the foul line, pops, gets it. Everybody's contributing. Look at all these twos. My scorebook is filled with twos. Wong gets it off into the corner to Beatty. Beatty gets it, tries to take it out. It goes off of Wong. And Foxborough have the ball again. 49.8 seconds left to go in the quarter. As Aaron Foley takes it across, gives it over to Perazo on the right side. Gets it back out top. Left side, Sullivan tries to go into Reuter. Reuter turns around, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded underneath.
Great follow by Bryn Allen.
Bryn Allen gets her first basket of the game. 26 seconds left. Canton has the ball. Alyssa Wong facing some tough defense. The ball now at the right elbow and in the hands of Marcia Kolakithis. Stolen away by Foley. Foley was getting up the head.
Oh my goodness, that would have been an amazing play.
What a play it could have been. Foley had got it down long to
that would have been pretty.
And she tried to get it back to Sullivan, but her foot was just slightly on that end line. That was impressive. 3 seconds. 2, 1. The last shot for Canton goes.
And it's good. Marcia,
Kolakithis gets the three-pointer to end the quarter, then the half. 52-12 is the score. Let's look at Foley here, okay? Going out of bounds, she fires the pass up ahead. It's a little long, but look at how Perazo almost catches up to it. Ball is, the left foot comes down on the line. Otherwise, Sullivan was right there waiting for it. So that is the end of the first half right there, and the Foxborough Warriors lead by 40 points, 52-12. Kate, your observations so far?
I mean, we have so many people on the book right now, just playing unselfishly. Obviously, and we're gonna do Marcia Kolakithis 3 from the outside here.
Perfect timing for that.
Just, unselfish play, hard defense, and it's senior night. I'm sure the rest of the team really wants to just get their seniors the ball and, get them scoring, and it's their last, regular season home game. I don't see anything wrong with that.
22-3 outscored in that quarter was Canton. I'll give you some quick numbers here. Cam Collins with 9 points. Izzy Chamberlain with 6. Alasia Drummonds with 3. Kaylee Sullivan has 13. Bryn Allen 2. Aaron Foley 6. Adriana Perazo 2. Ava Hill 3, and Addie Reuter with 8. So, Kate, as I was telling you, okay, I keep telling you I'm going to come back to this, and I am now. We have a chance with some sixth graders out there on the court. I think you said they were sixth graders, right?
Yeah.
I certainly have been around the Foxborough girls basketball program since like the 1970s. And in fact, my girlfriend in high school played against them many times when she was the center at Mansfield High, but that was another thing. But I have kept a lot of records over the years, but some of them have been lost to time. But when I saw the 96-point total the other night against Stoughton, I said, I've got to look back to see if that's the best that they've ever scored in a game. So what I came up with was I did come up with the best totals for every year right through 1998, I think it was. And then I had a little bit of a gap. I had a couple of years in the mid-90s. And then the last years I could account for was Sarah Bain's senior year, which was 1988-89. Anything before that, I didn't use computers. It was back when I used to keep it all in hand, so I couldn't carry that. But here's what I came up for the top 5 performances of a Foxborough team in a game. The best, of course, to me at this point is that 96 to 48 win over Stoughton. I think nothing's topped that I have seen. Prior to that, the Warriors scored 90 against North Attleboro this season, so that would have been number 2 right off the bat. Would have been the number 1 before. The previous best I found that came the closest in 2023, the Warriors beat Sharon 89 to 40. In 2020, they beat Milford 86 to 14. In 2019, they beat Canton 86 to 61. And there were 2 85-point performances I found. In 2018, they beat Taunton 85 to 27. I'm sorry, 3 85s. 2013, they beat Lunenburg in the Warrior Classic at the end of the year, 85 to 37. And in 1989, they beat Stoughton 85 to 34 in the game that Sarah Bain set what is still the school record for single game scoring with 55 points in that game. And I covered it.
So I remember asking Lisa after the Stoughton game, I was like, so was that your highest? And she said, yeah, I don't know. She was like, maybe?
Well, the only other thing that I think that might be, and I don't think it ever happened, but back in the days of 6-girl basketball, there were some ridiculous scores. But I don't think that there were ever any quite that high. I mean, I've tried to do a little bit of research back that far because one of Attleboro High School's record-holding scorers scored 44 points in the game, but it came in under 6-girl rules. And for those of you folks out there who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, 6-girl, you used to have 3 players in the backcourt, 3 in the front court. The 3 players in the backcourt could not cross the center stripe. They could only dribble once, and they had to pass. The center could stand alone in the lane all day, and if you could get the ball to her, she could just score, and that would be that. So, yeah, I mean, this young woman named Becky King scored 44 points in the game against Mansfield, strangely enough, but I think it was 1948. And, yeah, she just scored, stood there, and scored. But they've had, kids that have scored in the 30s in regular ball, but we changed over in this state in 1970, the 1969-70 season. In fact, my high school sweetheart was the center of the Mansfield High team then, and the changeover between her sophomore and junior years was traumatic to say the least. She was 5'11". She was a good athlete. I think if you put her into today's game with today's training and fitness and all that kind of stuff, she'd be a very good player. But in those days, they didn't know how to play. Her idea of being the center of the team means you stood in the lane all day. When they changed the rules, the gym teacher was the coach, and they didn't care. They didn't know. And so I jokingly said to her one time that she led the Hockomock League in 3-second violations. She didn't even know what I was talking about that because the coaches didn't know the sport in those days. They didn't know what 5-player rules were, which is a shame. You know that Iowa played those rules right up into the 1990s? The
That's
state
wild.
of Iowa, and the reason why they stopped playing those rules was because colleges would not recruit those players because they weren't playing the game that was being played in college. And with the big change after Title IX and all that, they had to make that change. So anyway, that's what I found. So the only time I could think that anybody might even have a chance to score 90 points in the game would be if it was some ridiculous, between like an established school like Foxborough and one that probably doesn't even exist anymore. But that I don't ever see that happening. So I think it's fairly safe to say that if it didn't happen during Sarah Bain's senior year, it didn't happen. So I would say that 96 points right now will stand as the single game record here at Foxborough High School until the next one.
They wanted to reach. I think they wanted to reach 100, but I think the time was whittling down there.
Can I tell you? I'm first of all, I'm glad they had all the kids in the game at that point. All the younger kids were in the game.
Right.
So I'm glad that didn't, because sometimes back when I was a kid, if somebody went over 100 on you, it was the ultimate insult.
Right.
It really was, because that means they were running it up on you. Now, I know, I watched that game. I watched the replay of it, and I know that Lisa was substituting early in that game. So, so you can't tell the next rung of kids to not play. So if they're going to score, they're doing it probably against the same team, although I did see that some of Stoughton's starters were still in the game because they really had no choice.
Right.
But, you had kids that don't normally play that much or have been playing a lot of JV ball, and you can't tell them not to play. So anyway, that's us gabbing here at halftime. We didn't get to take the break that you normally get to take.
Yeah, I'm gonna run quickly. So
all right, we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll start up. We got 3 minutes and 24 seconds left before we start the second half, and we'll be back with more basketball shortly. Welcome back. And let's look at our seniors here from Foxborough High School.
I'm Izzy Chamberlain, number 3 forward. I'm Erin Foley, number 13 guard. I'm Mackenzie Burton, number 31. I'm Cameron Collins, number 2 guard. What the heck?
I love these kids.
Awesome.
I really do. I don't get to see them as much as you do, Kate. By the way, I'm Mark Farinella. That's Kate Hill next to me, and all the folks here at Foxboro Cable Access bring you this Hockomock League basketball game here. Currently, the Foxborough Warriors running away with it. It is 52-12 here over the Canton Bulldogs. I have a feeling we'll see the starters for about 3 or 4 minutes. Maybe a little bit here and there just to keep them fresh. You got to play the games, but these kids, I've had a blast watching these kids for the last few years, and what is great about it is that we don't lose everybody all at once, and then like your daughter will be back next year, Kaylee Sullivan right in front of us,
Addie.
Guarding the inbounds pass, Addie will be back. Some really good players coming back for these Warriors next year. The hook shot no good underneath, the rebound fought for, Sullivan scrapping for it. And we have a foul, and that'll be on number 13. That's Ava McCool, and that's her 4th. My goodness.
She's playing aggressively, but she has to be careful now.
All right, Erin Foley brings the ball up, gives it off to Sullivan, left side. Reuter comes out high post, is covered very, very closely by Sidibe, so Sullivan takes it across, gives it off to Foley for 3, and she throws it in. Erin Foley with a 3. She has 9 points. Wong will bring it back across for Canton. Gives it off to Sidibe. Sidibe back to Wong. Right side. She'll get it back. Gives it back out to Sidibe up top. 15 seconds on the shot clock. The long 3-point attempt. I don't like these dark numbers on dark shirts. That was by McCool. Underneath. Reuter. At first it looked like she was going to lose the ball. Then she just turned around, set her feet, and threw up the baseline jumper, and it's good. She has 10 points in the game. Wong tries to penetrate, gives it off. Again, McCool. Yes, it was. And she was trying to stomp her way to the basket. Nothing doing there. Sullivan came away with it. Gives it off to Collins. Collins with the little flick doesn't go. Sullivan comes away with the rebound. Tipped to her by Collins. Sullivan out top. Breaking to the basket is Foley. Hello. And Foley now with 11. And that, she's just 1 point shy of her season high, which is 12. Her career high is 14. I'd like to see her get it.
Same.
Sidibe will drive, gets it underneath the outstretched hands of Reuter, but doesn't go. Reuter ends up picking up the loose ball, gets it to Foley. Foley to Collins, hits her feet though. Collins will battle for the ball. They'll have a tie-up. It'll be Foxborough's ball on the alternating possession. Of course, Foxborough still number 1 in Division III. If the season ended today, and it won't, they would play the winner of number 33 St. Paul Diocesan of Worcester and number 32 AMSA Advanced Math and Science Academy of Marlborough. That would be a preliminary round game. Reuter's shot did not go. And underneath, I think we have a foul.
Oh, and nice breaking cut by Erin Foley. Good pass from Chamberlain.
Foul was on Chamberlain, I believe. First foul on her. Only the 3rd foul, I believe, on Foxborough in the game.
Yeah, I got that too.
At the foul line, Tess Giglio misses the first. Addie, watch this. Watch. The pass was a little bit too high. Addie just turns, sets the pivot foot, turns around and hits that. So fundamentally strong. Second shot is good by Tess. That's the first point by Canton in the period. 54-13. Foxborough in the lead. Foley, left side, takes the baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Collins, puts it up and in.
Great weak side rebounding by Cam Collins.
And they're not doing anything to box anybody out either. I think they just have a feeling it's hopeless. Blocked by Collins on the shot attempt by, I believe that's Anna Kennedy out there. All right, Collins now off to the races, gives it off to Sullivan for the little stop and pop. And Sullivan now has 15. You gotta feel badly for these Canton kids. Now they're gonna run into Mansfield in their next game too. And I'll talk about the Hockomock League standings in a minute, and you'll see why that's a bad thing. Shot no good. Rebounded. Foley, deep pass to Sullivan. Two more.
That is their bread and butter, is that fast break. I don't think there's another team that does it better.
I'll tell you, Mike Marcusella couldn't have thrown that pass better. And he threw some pretty darn good passes during the Division V championship football season. Ooh, Foley does get a foul on that one. She just couldn't stop the feet. The player turned into her. So that'll be Foley's first foul. Second on the Warriors in the quarter. Ball will be taken out on the far sideline by Ava McCool. And we'll have a substitution here. And that will be Ava Hill going into the ball game for Izzy Chamberlain. Canton looking to inbound, having a hard time finding somebody, and can't. Ava Hill with the steal. But those long arms of hers up there got the ball. Foley will take the three. Boom!
She's having herself a game.
She is. 8 points in the quarter, 14. That is her career high right now. Tied it. I'd like to see her get a new one.
Agreed.
It's funny, when Erin came up, I thought she was going to be a shooter. But her role changed last year a lot, and she became a really strong defender. Ball slapped away in the hands of Ava, but Sidibe managed to get it back and tries to put up a shot, and she'll draw a foul. Erin with the three, left-handed shot. Boom, good. First foul on Ava Hill. And Fatima Sidibe goes to the foul line and misses the first. Coming into the game for Canton is Tess Giglio. I'm probably butchering that name. It's Italian on Italian crime. Second shot is good by Fatima Sidibe. She now has 8 points in the game. Ball slapped away from Reuter by Sidibe and comes back down to McCool. McCool is going to try to catch everybody napping. Goes right through the lane. I think they were a little nonchalant going down on defense that time. Addie Reuter ties it up. It'll be on the alternating possession. It'll be Canton's ball. Yeah, I think she saw an opening there and decided to take it. But we'll get a lot of subs in here now. What did I say? Well, they last a little bit longer, 4.5 minutes than I thought.
Yeah, you almost called it.
Almost. Drummonds is back in the ball game. Perazzo's back in the ball game, and I didn't see. Oh well, yes, Sampson's in the game.
Sidibe for
Sidibe
3.
with a 3. Yes. Now she's got 10. I'm sorry, 11. She's got 11 now. All right. Reuter with the turnaround from the foul line, no good. Rebounded by Drummonds.
Nice offensive rebound.
Drummonds just raced in there for it. The 3 by Perazzo, no good.
Good
Rebounded
job.
by Reuter. Reuter will give it off to Perazzo underneath.
Good
that
cut.
one will go.
Great teamwork.
Good passing. Good work to get the rebounds. Perazzo now with 4 points. McCool tries to drive against Perazzo, and she will draw a foul from her.
And I only heard one Warrior talking about screens. I know we only saw Perazzo go left and right, but Addie was calling the screen left, screen right. You know, like that on defense, you know, you have to hear talking.
Yep.
You know, someone's going to get hurt, or, you know, you're not going to communicate properly. So that was really good.
At the foul line is...
So Ava McCool missed the first one.
It is McCool, yes. Let's look around at Perazzo getting the pass there for that one. That's good. Nice job. So McCool misses the first. Looking for her first points in the game. Puts it up and in. 70-18 here. Perazzo. Over to Naomi. Help me out with the pronunciation of her last name, please.
That's my bad. I should have spoken to her before the game
I
and
think
clarified
it's
that, but I'll get it
I
done.
think it's Aquavivas, but I think the S is silent, but that's what I'm going to go with for a couple minutes.
Aggressive spin move by
Yep.
Fatima Sidibe. And that'll be Ava Hill's third foul. Quick.
So Ava does have 3 all of a sudden. Okay. And at the foul line is Sidibe. First one will rattle in. Let's see what Ava did here.
Coming over to help.
Yeah, she had both hands up, and one of them caught one of her hands. So.
I think she's in disbelief over that.
And the second shot is good. I love that little thwip sound we get from that microphone. All right, Drummonds brings the ball up to Foxborough. Up 70-20 here. In some states, they'd be running the clock right now. And Sampson went to the basket. She was fouled on the way up. I think that foul is on Madison McCabe. And Kylie Sampson will go to the line for 2. First one does not go. Canton, by the way, is number 36 in the Division II rating, so they would not qualify if the season ended today, and they don't really have a path to it. Aguas Vivas gets the rebound, gets it out to Drummonds. No. And it will go out of bounds, Foxborough ball. Nice work by Naomi to get out to that rebound. I'm going to add a pronunciation guide to these notes next year.
Wouldn't hurt.
All right. McCool dishes it out to Sojourner Dennis. Now, they'd taken her out of the book originally, and I guess they must have written her back in. The running hook no good by McCabe. And the ball will go out of bounds. People colliding with the bleachers. Hopefully everybody's okay. It looks so.
Nice hustle by Alicia Drummonds and company.
It will be Foxborough ball with 1:14 left in this quarter. Third quarter of play. Foxborough's already at 70. Sampson has it up top, gives it to Hill. Over in the corner to Drummonds for the three, no good. Rebound fought for. Perazzo underneath, gets it and scores.
From the tip from Ava Hill off that almost offensive rebound.
And it was kind of somebody, it just snuck in. They were into no man's land, and Perazzo was right there.
Very good.
Or no woman's land, excuse me. All right, Dennis has the ball. Oh, and McCool hits the ground, but it is saved by Sidibe. Now McCool has it. She'll take it back into the lane. She's not afraid to drive the lane. She looks like a running back going in there, and she does push her way to it.
She muscled her way in there.
So McCool gets her first basket of the night. Warriors from the corner. That's Perazzo, no good. Rebound, fought for, goes out of bounds off Foxborough. With 5.8 seconds left in the quarter.
All right, so
let's watch this ball just sort of drop into nowhere.
Yeah, so
Hello.
I mean, they both tipped it.
Hello, I got it. Boom.
Very good.
Always alert. That last shot.
All right, so
he didn't call a foul, did he?
I
think he did call a foul. He did call a foul, and they
on Perazzo, I think.
Yes, I think you're right. He called a foul right as the shot was released.
And she'll shoot three.
So Perazzo's second foul. And going to the foul line is Ava McCool. First one falls off. She'll have two more. By the way, it's 72-22 here at the end of three quarters. This could change shortly. Does not yet. One more shot for Ava McCool. We'll go with the Hockomock League standings right after this last shot is finished. As she dribbles, McCool looks, she puts it up. That one, look, I thought it was going to go. Does not, misses all three. Okay, and let's look at what happened there. Just so, yeah, she releases it, and the contact was made long after the shot was off. But, you know, but hey. So right now in the Davenport division, as I said, Foxborough's clinched a share of the title already. Oliver Ames is 12-2. Their only losses to Foxborough and to the third place team, Mansfield, which is 11-3. A really overachieving season for the Mansfield Hornets. They are a young team, and they lose Kara Santos, one of their best players.
They're going to miss her.
They will, but I think they're going to be able to replace her pretty well. And you can't replace the heart. But there is some skill on that team that's coming up, and I think they're going to be good for a while. Of course, they're in the same division with Foxborough, so that makes it tough. Canton 5-9, Stoughton 3-11, and Sharon 0-14 round out the Davenport. The Kelly Rex is a mess right now. Attleboro 9-5, Franklin 9-5, Taunton 9-5, North Attleboro 6-8, and King Philip 5-9. I'll be seeing them Wednesday for North Attleboro Community Television. And that's actually an important game for both of them. They both are trying to keep their fingers in the pie for getting into the tournament. King Philip's there right now, even with a sub-500 record. North Attleboro is at number 33 in Division II, and they are very close points-wise. And bringing up the rear are the Milford Scarlet Hawks at 1-13. The Warriors have inbounded the ball. We're here for the fourth quarter. I'm Mark Farinella, Kate Hill with me. And let's see what happens here in this fourth quarter. And yes, they are all the kids out there, as they say. Drummonds will put that one off the glass. No good. Rebound on the ground, and Canton comes away with it. Here's Sidibe is going to go out, bring it up quickly to Kolakithis, and she'll hit it. Did that go for just two?
Yes.
Okay. She has 5 points in the game. She did hit something like 9 threes in the game that she got the 31-point career high. Perazzo makes the quick move, stops and pops, no good. Rebound comes away with Naomi. She'll get it back, but I think we have a whistle. What do we have? A reshot. The shot clock never moved. Naomi Aquavivas, I think. I think the S is silent, but I'm not sure. And so Aguas. I see.
Agua Vivas.
Agua Vivas, yes, Agua Vivas. I was saying aqua. I didn't mean aqua velva or something like that. Believe me, I feel badly because people. My name is not hard, but people used to butcher it terribly, and I know I hated it when they did. And that's a runner by Perazo, and she now has 8 points in the game. 74-24. And looks like Tess Gigio will get draw a foul there. So that will be Perazo. That's her third, I believe. Although they have 2 up on the board, I think. Thought she had 3. But anyway, that first shot is good.
Nice drive on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
and a nice floater.
Good concentration too on where she's shooting. That one misses. Drummonds comes away with the rebound. She will start the fast break for Foxborough. Canton gets down well on defense for this one. Drummonds will take the 3. No, off the rim. Rebounded by Kolakithis. She'll bring the ball up. She'll try to take it into lane. She lost control of the ball, but still had a shot to get off. Now Naomi comes up court. I'm doing the same thing they did in Attleboro. I'll just use her first name for a while. Ball gets passed around here. Foxborough, again, another stop pop by Perazo. No good. Sidibe comes down with it. Almost thought she was going to fall on somebody, but she didn't. She maintained her control of the ball, and she'll bring it up. Bit of a drop-off for the Canton Bulldogs this year with the graduation of the Gallery sisters and Kira Cerruti and all the good kids that they had over the few years. They had some really good talent there. Drummonds will take the stop and pop. That one was on target, but just falls off the rim and out. And Sidibe gets another rebound. And in the game for Foxborough is Camilla Burton, number 14. Long shot by Kolakithis, no good. Aguas Vivas brings it up. Gives it off to Perazo for the 3. No, she'll chase after her own rebound. Gets it behind the back dribble. Takes it back out. Foxborough reset. 31 seconds on the shot clock. Sampson hands it off to Perazo. Goes in and out. Goes out of bounds off of Sidibe. It'll be Foxborough ball.
I think the other special thing about tonight is they got no school tomorrow. So they're excited for the snowstorm.
That's right. Everybody's canceled.
So they can relax tonight and.
Good. Can they come over and do my driveway for me? I do have a snowblower, but these creaky old bones don't like dealing with it. All right, Perazo.
Nice
throws
job.
It up
nice
and
job.
changes hands, puts it up and in.
Nice move.
And now she has 10 points. Loose ball picked up by who else? Perazo. She is really given everything she's got in these last few minutes. Well, it's her opportunity to shine, and she gets a lot of playing time anyway. She is one of the first players off the bench. But right now she's kind of being in a position where she can show she can control everything too. The 3 by Burton goes.
And Camilla Burton.
Burton sends that one home for her first points of the game.
And that was a 2.
That was only a 2?
Yeah.
I thought she was behind the line. Oh well. Well, the score, yeah, we just changed on our board too. And that one's scooped in by
number 3.
Number 3, that's Megan Beatty. And a timeout is called, I believe. Or maybe it's just a change of, nope, there is a timeout called.
So we have sub Ava Hill in the game for Adriana Perazo.
That may have been the only reason why they subbed, they called the timeout too. It gets some more subs in, I think. A lot of different numbers in Canton, I think.
So it looks like Canton showing a 2-3 zone.
Ava Hill, quick pass inside to
Bryn Allen. Nice
Bryn Allen
move.
tried to get the baby hook up. She hits the court. Another one. Ava Hill hits the court too, and they're going to stay. It's Canton ball. Coming in for Canton is Ashley Kovner. So we're down to the last 3:24 of this one. 78-27, Foxborough in the lead. Not an unexpected result. There are going to be some big tests for the Warriors coming down the pike, though, as they begin to wrap up this season. You know, obviously Oliver Ames on Friday night is, you know, the last Hockomock League challenge, as Sidibe's shot goes awry and Ava Hill gets the rebound. And then the following weekend they go to the Comcast tournament. Burton's shot doesn't go. They go. That's up in Woburn High. They'll be playing Bridgewater Raynham in the first round. They're number 11 in Division I right now. And that three-pointer goes for number 21, Ashley Kovner. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left, 78-30. Foxborough in the lead. Bryn Allen being double teamed, and they will call a foul. And that's on number 1. That's on Sojourner Dennis. Her first foul.
I believe this Saturday we're playing Bridgewater Raynham. That game, that's coming up quick.
You're right. That is on that's this coming Saturday. And then the Comcast tournament, they've got Bishop Feion and Wachusett in it as well on the other side of the bracket. The consolation game would be on Sunday. The championship game would be on Monday. That shot by Naomi, no good.
So there's a lot of good competition there.
So depending upon how the Warriors do against Bridgewater Raynham, Sidibe's shot no good, rebounded by Aguas Vivas. She'll dish it off to Bryn Allen. Allen is hammered, but no call. I think these guys want to get out to get dinner somewhere. 1:57 left in this game. Foxborough up by 48 points.
And whoever decorated the gym, they did an excellent job.
Yes, they did, didn't they?
The balloons, the banners, nice touch.
Well, go ahead, take some credit. You and Kaylee's mom, right?
Yeah, that's our job. We enjoy it.
Yep.
And we usually decorate their cars when they come out of school, so they like that little surprise.
Yeah, mine's a white convertible outside. No balloons on
yeah,
that.
I'm not doing any markers or anything on that.
No balloons on the white convertible. That's going to be in the garage for a couple of weeks now with the snowstorm coming.
Yes.
All right, Sidibe gets the ball out in the corner with the 1:33 left. Canton tries to go out top again and will try to reset. Another strong performance by just about everybody on the Warriors tonight, as that long three by Dennis doesn't go. Ava Hill bringing the ball up. Hill will stop. High arcing three almost goes, but bounces off the rim out of bounds. It'll be Canton ball. So yeah, you got Bridgewater Raynham, and then Feion and Wachusett will be playing on the other side of the bracket. And I wouldn't mind seeing, unfortunately, if it's a championship game, I can't go. I have to do a doubleheader on Monday in Mansfield. So, but of course, you know I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they are gonna, if FCA is gonna go up there. I guess we'll find out a little later.
Well, if they do, I'll be there on Saturday. So I'll be more than happy to be involved in that. That one's batted up in the air. Sidibe comes down with it, and she'll throw it in. And she looks at the official and say, all night I've been getting hit, she says. But I don't know if that was really the case. But Ava Hill drives to the basket. She'll go to the line with 41.1 seconds left.
I think they're trying to figure out who the foul was, or
I think they put it up there as Megan Beatty, number 3 rather. Ava Hill's first shot off the back rim. Maybe Ava should move out behind the three-point circle. She's so good at that. Come on, Ava, you'll get this one. Bends her knees. Shortened it up and bounced it in. That's good. 4 points for Ava Hill tonight. As we were in the last 40 seconds here, Foxborough leading 79-32. I'm assuming we'll have a post-game interview. And knowing Lisa, she'll bring all of the seniors out with
Yeah,
her.
I think that's about right.
Joe, you're a little late.
All right, Ava Hill with the ball.
Joe, you're a little late.
Gives it off.
Yes, for
To-
3, Bryn Allen.
To Bryn Allen for the 3. They gave it to her the 3. I thought she was on the line, but you know what? I'm glad she got that 3. 5 points for her. Quick outside shot by Anna Kennedy. No, for Canton. 3 seconds. 2, 1. I didn't see who got that shot off.
I believe
It was number 1, I think.
Dennis, yeah.
Yes. And that's it, folks. That's the. Let's look at Bryn Allen's shot here.
And we got Ava with the assist.
Right on her toes,
Yeah.
just behind it.
Great job. Great
Good-
form.
Yeah, good job. 82-35 was the final score here. The Foxborough Warriors improve to 17-1 on the season and 15-0 in Davenport, and that does clinch the championship of the Davenport division
yeah.
of the Hockomock League.
So we'll have another banner, which
Yep.
is excellent. We love that.
Canton Bulldogs now at 7-12. They were 5-10 in Davenport. And their next game, as I said, will be at Mansfield. That's their last scheduled game of the season, too. So
And the girls doing their Charlie's Angels or something. I don't even know. It's on the monitor.
well, it looks like that. Looks like that Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
with
Yeah, good call.
The different, when you in the movie, it was even better when they had Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield there with Tom Holland, the 3 of them. That meme. But anyway, that's the final score. We will have a post-game interview coming up, and Kate Hill, it's been a great pleasure to work with you again. And like I said, if you guys are going up to Woburn, let me know. I mean, I'm going up anyway, so that's my intention. I want to see both the Foxborough game and the Fian game. So, all right, thank you so much. We'll be back with the post-game report in just a few minutes.
All right, until the next time.
Welcome back to the Foxborough High School Gymnasium, everyone. I'm Mark Farinella, bringing you the post-game show here after Foxborough's 82-35 victory over the Canton Bulldogs, clinching the Davenport Division Championship again. And as I've said before in the past, and it probably makes me sound creepy, but I love coming to Foxborough because at least once a year I get surrounded by beautiful women, talented, smart. These kids are great, and I am so happy to be a small part of this broadcast. With it, watching these kids play has been a joy. It was senior night tonight. They celebrated the 4 seniors involved in the program, and it's great to see that. But I also was happy to just a quick little note here. We had a couple of milestones, and they were both of them, I think, by one player. Aaron Foley, you went over 500 career points tonight.
Thank you.
And in fact, let's take a look at it quickly. No. Well, anyway, and also I just want to mention too that you tied your career high with 14 points tonight. That'll be the third time you've gotten it in your career, and so I'm so glad.
That's not good.
Let's take a look at Erin getting her 500th point here. Right to the basket. Love it, love it. Coach Downs, another Hockomock League championship. You have a big test coming on Friday against the Oliver Ames Tigers. The last chance for anyone to interrupt this season for you in the Hockomock League. And then, of course, after that, you have the Comcast tournament, and there's going to be some great competition in that. You played Bridgewater Raynham to start off. They're number 11 in Division I right now, and I believe it's Fian and Wachusett in the other game, right? What has gotten you guys to this point? And, obviously the tournament, we won't even think about that right now. We'll wait about that. But with the entire team here, I just want to say that, what holds you guys together right now?
Well, right now we're clicking on all cylinders. So I think like a coach's hope for a team in the beginning of the season is that you incrementally get better as the season goes on. And at this point of the season, you're playing your best ball. And I mean, knock on wood, that's where we're at right now. And we push each other hard in practice. Our second five is so strong, and they push our, the starters. And I don't think in past seasons we've had quite the depth that I have this year, and I think that's really helped us to push each other in practice every day, which is going to, make us work all that bunch better together as a team.
We have Aaron and Izzy in the front row here, and I'll try to, we'll pass the mic around when we get a chance, but I do want to direct a couple of quick questions to you. Aaron, your defense is impressive.
Thank you.
Your offense, when you first came up, you were more of a shooter. We talked last year frequently about how your role changed, but I was so glad to see you getting the points tonight too, getting that contribution, and the same with Izzy too. Got some early baskets, helped your team out a lot, and what a ferocious rebounder you are.
Thank you.
Guys, you know your roles, and you can play within them. What is the temptation? Is there ever a temptation to try to play outside the role, or does this team kind of keep you in check?
Yeah. Like Coach says, at this point of the season, we need to fine-tune the little details, and that's our personal and our team goals. So I think really, when each person focuses on their own goals too, we all work together, and the chemistry is just so good. So.
Yeah, and I think everyone on the team has a role off the bench or even in the starting five. So if someone messes it up or does something, doing something more is always better. But if you don't do enough, then that's how we lose games. But luckily we haven't yet. But everyone has a role on the team, and we all just fit together.
The discipline that you guys have in that regard is fantastic. It's what makes you guys good.
Yes.
Cam Collins. 44th straight game in double figures tonight.
Wow.
44 games in a row in double figures.
That makes sense.
You are the
Double,
most reliable player around, and I've said that to you before. I said that to you a lot last year, and it's still the case. How do you see your role involved? Because you've got other kids around you that can score. Obviously, Kaylee. Obviously, Addie. Everybody in this team can score a little bit, but you're always the guy, the player that's out there up front, doing the job every night, night after night.
I appreciate it. I think it's easy to work off each guy. It's easy to work off, all these girls. Everybody's working hard, especially defensively. So it's easy to score when everybody's doing their part. And yeah, so.
Kaylee, I know we've talked before too. Your shots have just refined and gotten better and better. You and Cam have been in this great race for points, and yet it's not that you're just trying to get points just for getting points. You're getting points because it makes the team win. Talk to me about how you feel about what you do.
Yeah, I feel like we just, as a group, we have so much chemistry, and we just push each other so much every day, especially at practice. I feel like we play the best players in the league at practice, so it really just gets everyone better. Yeah.
And Addie, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to playing.
Thanks.
I know the team missed you. I know they worked hard and they did well without you, but they're so happy to have you back. And certainly your contributions out there are what I believe is so capable of taking this team up to a different level as it did last year. How good does it feel to be back now?
It feels great. I am happy. I'm at a loss for words, but I'm very happy, and I just wanted to thank my teammates and my coaches for helping me get back here. It couldn't have been possible without them.
We could talk forever. Does anybody really have anything they'd love to say? Sure.
Oh, no.
And be nice.
I want. Ooh. Sorry.
Naomi?
Naomi. Yeah. I just wanted to say, congratulations to the seniors, and I'm so proud and happy to be able to be on this team and be with all these amazing people. And you guys are really great. Oh.
Wait, what?
Sorry, you guys are really great. You guys are really great, and you guys push me and everybody else in practice to become a better player. And I'm so appreciative of all of you guys, and I love you guys all so much.
Well said. Lisa, just quickly, if you're looking at where you are right now and what has to be done going forward, what right now is what is your focus as a coach going forward here?
I guess just not losing their focus. So I said this before this game, like just focus on being focused. So, and like Izzy said, I really, right now I'm just trying to hit it home to them that if we refine every detail, that as soon as we step over that line to step on the court, just playing the best that we can possibly play for 32 minutes. And things aren't always going to go well. And it's about, moving on to the next play. If you do something wrong or make a mistake, or it's going to happen, just forgetting about it, moving on, and just having the other 4 players on the team that are on the court with you just lift you up and help you to get to that point.
Well, I will take a ride up to Woburn to watch you guys at least on Saturday. I've got a tournament that I have to announce for someone else on Monday,
You're a popular man.
But I'm certainly rooting for you guys. I hope I'll be able to call some games in the tournament this year for you again. I just really enjoy this team, and for all of you in Foxborough, please come out and support this team. I know Lisa says it all the time. I do too. This is a championship caliber team, and you should be very happy you have a team like this. Let's take a quick look at a couple of replays, as we're going to see some great passing here.
What up?
Bang. I was almost shocked to see that one come out. That was great. That's what I love about it. I just love the fact that the ball is always in play, and people are always looking for the better shot.
Look at that weak side rebounding right there.
Yep. There's no selfishness on this team. These kids are always out there looking for the better shot, and they know who can take it, and they know they can take it if it comes to them too. So, again, like I said, folks, this is a great team. Tonight's final score once again was 82-35 over the Canton Bulldogs. Quickly, I'll just let you know. Cam 11 points, Kaylee Sullivan 17, Aaron Foley tied her career high at 14, Adriana Perazzo got 10, and Addie Reuter got 10. So great scoring from a great team.
Yep.
For everybody here at Foxboro Cable Access, I know they love bringing you the games that this team plays, and there are more to come. Trust me.
All right.
Thanks again,
you.
everyone.
Thanks, Mark.
Foley with the ball up at the